Caleb at the top of the key, way outside. He's going to hand off to Cashy. Nat now goes in the paint, comes near side, thinking about the three. EJ goes back to Cashy, now far side. It's going to be Isaiah Howard. Now EJ, short two, will not fall. Rebound Olu, but Cashy steps in front of it. He's now going to go up off the glass. And that stepping in the air, beautiful look as Cashy scores for the first time tonight, giving LSUA the 10-3 lead. Cashy's first points won't be his last. Boy, he almost got a steal on that one. He just outside. And now Cashy's going to have a chance to slam it. Will he? Yes, a little bit. Not a signature slam. It was a guaranteed slam. 12-3, 9-point lead for the Generals with 16-17 to go. Swinging the ball around. Rob on the far side. Gill has the ball, looking for somebody. Hasn't dribbled yet. Now he dribbles and switches out. Pouncey comes on him. Near side, they come for three. Good look. It's going for the back rim, but it's going to be an offensive rebound. And underneath, he's double teamed. 33 goes up with it and is going to be on the ground fighting for it. It's going to be last touched by number 0, Breon Powell. So it'll be LSUA ball right here in front of us. And Nicholas Kegler will, nope, we're going to see Jakeeman Abney checking in. Abney coming in the game for the first time, and he'll be taking the place as Cashy Nat also goes to the seat. And so Abney and DeQueer check in for LSUA. McQuillan with the ball now back to Abney, top of the key to Abney. Thinks about the paint, instead pulls up and shoots. Good shot by Jakeeman Abney, the senior from Simsboro, Louisiana, in the scorebook. And a steal for LSUA. It's a 3-on-2 break, and a foul is the only thing that could be done for the Saints would be Rob Gill committing a foul to stop the sure points. So Rob Gill commits his first team foul. Each team has one apiece. Cashy Nat with the one personal foul for LSUA. 15:29 to go in the first half. Inbound they go, and a beautifully executed play to T.J. James in the score as he came in for E.J. McQuillan, and they just bounced past it to him under the basket. He laid it in for two, 16-3. Olu, the third place team in the Red River Conference, now going to low look pass it down inside and a reach-in foul. I believe it could be on T.J. James. We'll check to see who it's called. Oh, Isaiah Howard instead. So that's who got the reach in. Second team foul. Fresh legs in, Kenyon Elliott. And then a tray put up by number 0, Breon Powell. And that is good. That gives Powell 5 points. Should be 5 points for Breon Powell as he hit the tray from the left-hand side. Moving the ball around, LSUA thinks about the three. Abney going to kick it out now back up top side to Pouncey. Pouncey goes into the paint. Off the glass, will not fall, leaves it short. Rebound coming back for Elliott. Elliott now kicks into the left side for another tray. That one goes nowhere, and rebound for LSUA. Oh, a kick ball is what they're going to say. It was rebounded by Pouncey, threw the ball in to the leg of a Saint player. So 16-6 the score. It was 16-3 a moment ago until that tray hit by Breon Powell, who has 5 of the 6 points. Xavier Smith now in the game for the Saints, and he will, between the leg dribble, off of a pick, gives a give and roll to Braden. Braden underneath the basket. Foul, no call. Ball out of bounds, stays LSU ball. LSUA ball with 14 seconds and subs galore for the Saints. Number 20 checks in for the first time. That is Joaquil Lopez. And another player went in, which I didn't see. Steal for the Saints. And somehow, don't know how, Breon Powell got the lay-in. Couldn't get the slam, but he got the lay-in. So 16-8 the score. Near side, Abney with the ball. Jakeeman between the leg dribble. Now looks at the paint, goes into it, stops from about 10 feet out, leaves the ball left. It's going to be a long rebound out to the Saints. Back the other way, Elliott with the ball. Now a three-point attempt will not go. Rebound for LSUA by Xavier Smith. Back to Pouncey. Now left-hand side for three. It's going to be long. Would not fall for TJ James. Olu Saints trailing 16-8. Left. Oh, what a spin move and a charge. No, a block, defensive block. That's going to be a 4-point opportunity. Count. No, it's going to be a 3-point. It was a 2-point shot. Count the basket. Checking the foul for LSUA. I think it was TJ James that's called for his first personal. And that will send to the line Wakil Lopez, the junior from Bronx, New York, playing for head coach Marcus Thompson here at Olu. Chance to complete a 3-point traditional play. Off the back iron will not go. Rebounded out to LSUA's Jordan DeQueer, who skied high and got it. Now here's a 3 ball on the other side. LSUA fighting for it. Braden Thompson tried to get the ball, could not. Comes down to another new player in the game for Olu. That's Xavier Purnell. Now they come left side. Durst with the ball in the game. No look pass over to Powell for 3. Powell will not go, and fighting for the rebound, Jakeeman Abney gets it for LSUA. Going baseline and putting it up, will not fall. Trying to get it there for DeQueer. And now Cashy Nat gets the big slam, the two-handed slam. LSUA calls the timeout after the slam. 18-10, the timeout. Score 18-10, 12:49 to go in the contest. Don't know if we have any commercials or not. We'll check to see, but a beautiful score for LSUA, 18-10 here in the first half. Back with more.
Okay, this time I'm ready to start scratching some lottery tickets.
What do you mean, ready?
I got my lucky rabbit's foot and a 4-leaf clover in my pocket.
Very nice. And just in time because the lottery has 4 fun new games to play.
Introducing Win It All. Win up to $4,000. Money Talks. Win up to $15,000. Try Bingo Match. Top prize $30,000. And play Wild 888. Top prize $88,888. Must be at least 21 to purchase.
Welcome back to the Fort, where your number 1 LSUA Generals lead 18-10 with 12:51 to go here in this first half. 12:49. Check that. Generals on defense now after the slam by Cashy. Got Braden Thompson and Cashy Nat back in the game as TJ James and Caleb Pouncey are back to the bench. Good pressure being applied by Xavier Smith, and Xavier almost gets the steal. Olu trying to find something to build on. Into the paint, off the glass is good for Kenyon Elliott. And so Elliott gets his first points of the contest, and the score 18-12. Cashy with the ball between the leg dribble, goes left side, 3-point attempt put up, and it just rimmed in and out, would not go. Long kick out. The 3-point attempt was tried by DeQueer. Now a 3-point the other way by Cashy, who does the signature holstering of the pistol after the tray. 21-12 the score. And a steal back the other way. DeQueer, he's going to lay it up right-hand side. Beautifully done around the block. Jordan DeQueer with a steal and the 2 points. 23-12, 11-point lead, largest of the contest. Lopez gets it off to Elliott. Elliott puts up a 3. It's good. So that brings it back to an 8-point game, 23-15. Elliott playing some good ball here off the bench. Was not a starter, but the junior from Harrisonburg, Pennsylvania, has 5 points of the 15. He's got a third of the total team total. 7 points for Breon Powell. So 12 of the 15 by 2 players. Abney with the ball now back to Cashy, who puts up the 3. It's good. Put the pistol back in the holster again after you blow the smoke off the barrel. 26-15, back to an 11-point game. 3 answers of 3. Now underneath, shot put up, will not go. Cashy gets the rebound. Got DeQueer wide open. It's going to be a 1-on-2 break. Puts it up off the glass, will not go. Got the foul, though, as Jordan DeQueer took it hard to the glass and was fouled in the process. Almost made the basket. Xavier Purnell gets called for his first personal. Second team foul of the first half, and that will send to the line Jordan DeQueer to shoot. Jordan has 2 points in this contest and would like to get 2 more. He'll shoot 2. There's one of the 2 with the swish. LSUA going to bring a little substitution as Xavier Smith is going to check out. And trying to see who moves around. Abney goes to the bench as well. Isaiah Howard and E.J. McQuillan are back in the contest. Second shot, just as good as the first one. Very nicely done by Jordan DeQueer. It's a 28-15 game. That makes it a 13-point lead, the largest of the night so far. Lopez going to try to give it underneath. It's going to be off of a leg. And here's a nice long pass and a slam. Not Nash this time, but how about E.J. McQuillan with the signature slam? 30-15. Not often you get to double the points, but 15-point lead, 30-15. Remember that number. Back up top they come to Purnell. Puts the block up shot, but blocked by Cashy. Cashy gets the block. Between the leg dribble for LSUA and a 2-pointer up by Isaiah Howard. And when it works. 17-point lead, 32-15 with 9:59 to go halfway through the first half. Let's take a timeout. We'll be back. 32-15 is the lead for the LSUA Generals on the General Sports Network.
Okay, this time I'm ready to start scratching some lottery tickets.
What do you mean, ready?
I got my lucky rabbit's foot and a 4-leaf clover in my pocket.
Very nice. And just in time because the lottery has 4 fun new games to play.
Introducing Win It All. Win up to $4,000. Money Talks. Win up to $15,000. Try Bingo Match. Top prize $30,000. And play Wild 888. Top prize $88,888. Must be at least 21 to purchase.
(32-15) with points all over the place for LSUA. Leading scorer so far, cashing at with 12. Only 10 minutes into this contest. 5 each for Isaiah Howard and E.J. McQuillan. 4 for Jordan DeQueer. 2 apiece for Jakeeman Abney, Braden Thompson, and T.J. James. But cashing at definitely with a great game. Of course, E.J. with that big slam. On the other side, Powell with 7. Elliott with 5, Lopez with 2, and Law with 1. Those are your leading scorers. Olu loses the ball briefly, comes back with it. Purnell gets the ball, hands it off to Gill. Gill goes far side over to Rand. Rand into the paint. Left hand off the backboard, will not go. Rebounded by Howard. He's got Cashy Nat, who's going to do a backward shot. And Braden with the putback. Braden Thompson with the putback. Gets the slam on the rebound. 34-15, a 19-point lead. And you've got to say these Generals are in a class all by themselves. Gill with the ball, right-hand side goes. Got Braden on him. There's a mixed match. Bounce pass down inside. Trying to get it from the front of the free throw line. Hits the back iron. Will not fall. Celestine unable to make that one convert. Back the other way. LSUA tries the slam, won't fall, but here's a three instead, and that one will go. How about Jason Perry, the second, coming in the game and putting up the tray and draining it. 37-15. It was 30-15. I told you to remember that score. I guess you can forget that score. 37-15, 22-point lead and an offensive foul. It could be away from the ball. Yeah, that's what I saw was Celestine away from the ball, just slammed the player to the ground, and he got called for that one. He didn't get away with it. LSUA gets the ball now inbound on their side of the court with 8:36 to go. Isaiah Howard has the ball, comes right side, picks up his dribble down to Braden. Braden trying to post up. He's going to do a spin move and off the glass. Nope, too much on it. Went around and across the top of the rim. Gill with it now back the other way, and he's fouled before he shoots. This is the kind of play, though, when you miss something like that, Jason Perry gets called, by the way, for his first personal. Braden's going to take a seat for just a minute, give him a chance to rest. He's played a lot of minutes. Keon Jawar checks into the game. Howard with it. Far side, kicking it back over three. Trey Law, not much from him tonight. He puts it off the glass, will not fall. Kicked out, and it's going to be recovered by LSUA. The no-look pass to Cashy, the one-handed slam. 39-15. 39-15 for your Generals. And Cashy Nat gets a hand in front of it. Far side goes the Saints, and losing the ball and losing the handle, but a foul as he goes to the ground. It will be Olu ball with the foul, I think, on McQuillan. Yeah, so EJ draws his first personal. And now we're going to see Kyrie Haynes check in for Isaiah Howard. Fresh legs, courtesy of Coach DeMario Jackson. Only his second season here. Here's the three-point attempt. It's going to be long, cashing out with a rebound. Looking at the last 2 years in conference play, we were discussing there in the between game conference, there have only been 4 losses in 2 years in conference play. There's a nice little lay-in breaking the drought for Breon Powell. And that's the first point scored in a long time for the Saints, 39-17. 20-point lead for the Generals, 22-point lead. Keon with the ball is going to give it up to McQuillan. McQuillan's closely guarded, so gets a little movement. Coming near side 13, puts up the shot. It's going to be short. Cashy thought he had timed it just right. Couldn't get the Jason Perry rebound. Back the other way, behind the back dribble, lost it. Crazy shot put up, and the rebound by Perry. Perry maintains possession, going to give it up to Cashy. 6:28 to go. Cashy far side to Kyrie. Now the three from the left-hand side won't go, but rebounded out to Rand of Olu, and there's a foul on Kyrie. So Kyrie Haynes is going to pick up his first personal. 16 fouls so far, 1 apiece on 6 different players, as Jakeem and Abney will check in for Jason Perry. Cashy Nat also goes to take a little seat. Nicholas Kagler is checking back in. Olu will inbound if they can. They do get it into the big man, Celestine. Celestine now posts underneath. Little arch shot does go. Kyrie Haynes got to watch his backside. Make sure he doesn't get picked from behind. Comes across the midcourt line. Comes to Jakeeman. Abney with the ball. Top, way outside. Clock has started. Got to move. Abney takes it all the way. Tries to take it. Puts the shot up. It's going to be rebounded for LSUA. Back out top to Kyrie. thinks about the three. Got 5 on the shot clock. Now he shoots from just outside the free throw line, and it's good. Kyrie drained it. 12-foot jumper, beautifully executed, 41-19. Gill goes up now across court for 3. Thought about it and missed it, but the rebound is there for Powell. Put back will not go. Ball hit the referee out of bounds, and they're going to say it's out of bounds on LSUA. You can tell the fans don't like that call. There's going to be some communication. They say it's still Saints ball. Fans here don't like that because it's really out of bounds on the referee, but they're saying since LSUA touched it last, it's a turnover. Rand with the ball, 10 seconds on the shot clock, stops and pops. It's going to be left short a little bit. Put back not there. A rebound LSUA. Girard got it. Now quickly back the other way. Abney kicks it out left-hand side for 3. It did go. It did go for E.J. McQuillan. 44-19. Gill puts the shot up, and Gill does a good job with that one. Rob Gill, the point guard, going baseline and trying to take matters into his own hands, trying to make something happen. That's his first points of the evening, playing with 1 foul. 4:35 to go in the first half. 44-21. You can do the math. 23-point lead. Near side Abney. Now they're kicking it around far side McQuillan. And here's a 3 from the left-hand side that will not go for Jouar. So Keon unable to connect on the 3 out there. Here's a layup and a foul on LSUA. Legs got tangled. Not sure if they're going to call that on Jouar or not. Nope, they're going to call that on E.J. McQuillan. Second personal foul for E.J., the only player with 2, and the 7th team foul. And that because it was a shooting situation. We'll send Lonzo Rand to the line. Lonzo yet to score tonight. As I was looking at some of the scouting, he is a pretty decent contributor to the team. He averages 14, the second leading scorer, right behind the first leading scorer, Breon Powell, but he's yet to score tonight. This will be his first opportunity to get some points. And he does. You see why he is a leading scorer. LSUA TJ James will come in for Keon Jouar. Saints make a couple of subs, or at least one as well. Trying to check those numbers for you. So Rob Gill goes to the bench. Trey Law comes in for him. And Lonzo Rand makes them both. So gives him 2 points on the evening, bringing it to a 21-point game. Abney gets double teamed, needs a little bit of help, gets it over to Nicholas Kegler. They go far side bouncing, back up top, it's stolen, and then stolen back the other way by Kyrie Haynes. Kyrie's going to take it in. No, alley-oop to Braden Thompson. Check that, TJ James. I saw the 12 and made it to 24. I saw the 24 and made it to 12. TJ James with the alley-oop from Kyrie. Left side 3 is up. It's going to be short. The rebound by Abney. Jakeeman sees an opportunity to go baseline. He's going to lay it up, and it will not fall. Kicked out. Rebounded by the Saints. Back the other way, Law with it, and he's going to lay it up, and it will go for Trey Law. LSUA now inbounding the ball, leading 21 points, 46-25 with 3:12 to go in the first half. Nice crowd here. This is a crowd that's a little closer to respectable. We're not full, but we're about 75%. Want to make it full here Saturday, 3 o'clock for the men, 1 o'clock for the women. Senior Day. We want to honor them, and we want to see things like that happen too. Jordan DeQueer off the glass for 2. 48-25, three-point attempt will not go. TJ James gets the long rebound, hands it back to Kyrie Haynes. 2:37 to go in this first half with a 23-point lead for the Generals. Kyrie with it on the left-hand side, hasn't dribbled yet. Now dribbles, decides to pull out, thought about going into the paint, sends Abney over to the left. 5 on the shot clock. He's going to, try it. No look down underneath. Here's a 3. Sweet at the buzzer. Count the basket for Jakeeman Abney. Gives him 5 points on the night. Whistle underneath. One and one shot coming up. Foul is on Jordan DeQueer. LSUA makes a lot of substitutions right here. So Abney got the 3-point with the assist from Nicholas Kegler as he kicked it out to him after the TJ James defensive rebound. And looking out there, Jace Tolliver has checked in. Isaiah Howard is back in. Long rebound is controlled by Bryce Jorney in the game for the first time. So Isaiah Howard handling the ball, going to get it inside to TJ. Back to Jakeeman. Now they get it over to Bryce. Bryce gives it to Isaiah. Isaiah goes inside. Now is looking for some help. Comes up top side for Jakeeman. 10 on the shot clock. He puts it up. It's good for 3. And that's a bunch of points. 54-25. And a rejection from behind for Bryce Jorney. Bryce Jorney with a slam reject from behind, nothing but ball. Great defensive slam there. 20 seconds on the shot clock, 1:30 on the game clock. Ball was tipped on the inbounds. Jakeeman got his hands on it, knocked it back out of bounds. So they'll try it again. And we're going to see 13 checking in. Jason Perry the second coming in for Jakeeman. Fans love it. The players stand up and high five. By the way, we got the foam #1 hands came in just in time for LSUA to be named #1 in the nation. Nice connection there. Inside and inbounds, I think they're going to get a foul on TJ James. Let's see. Yeah, TJ got his hands on the hands. That'll be his second 9th team foul, and Trey Law will go to the line. He'll shoot 1 and 1 as now TJ will go to the bench and Keon Jawar will check in for him. Abney and Kegler and Haynes and go to the bench. Tolliver, Perry, Isaiah Howard, Jawar are back in the game. He got the point. LSUA inbounding quickly and trying to get the alley-oops. It will not go. A fight for it and a jump ball. Tie ball possession arrow favors the Saints. Or favors LSUA, sorry about that. Ball is left short, fighting forward and out of bounds on LSUA. It will be the Saints ball. 54-25. 29-point lead. Rarely do you see a team more than doubling the score this far. Under a minute to go in the first half. 17 on the shot clock. Coming back near side, Elliott with the ball. He's going to go into the paint and he'll lay it in, and it's good for 2. 45 seconds on the game clock for the first half. They'll get it inside now. They give and go far side, looking for 3 on the left-hand side. Will not go this time. Trying to take the shot was Jace Tolliver. Wouldn't happen, and now the layup quickly back the other way. Elliott lays it in for 2, and so they've scored 4. Quickly back to a 25-point game. 54-29, no longer doubling. Under 20 seconds. Shot clock is off. They'll be playing for the final shot. Matthew Gonzalez has checked in for the Saints, and he gets the steal from Howard. Back the other way to Rob Gill. The layup will not go. Rebounding, fighting for it. LSUA putting up the desperation shot. Will not fall. Halftime score 54-29. 54-29 is your halftime score. LSUA leads by a lot. 25-point lead for the Generals. And we'll be back with Coach Billy Perkins of the ladies team right after this timeout. Another word from our sponsors. We come back with Coach Billy Perkins talking about the wonderful win in the first half right after this.
Okay, this time I'm ready to start scratching some lottery tickets.
What do you mean, ready?
I got my lucky rabbit's foot and a 4-leaf clover in my pocket.
Very nice. And just in time because the lottery has 4 fun new games to play.
Introducing Win It All. Win up to $4,000. Money Talks. Win up to $15,000.
Welcome back to the fort where the Peabody Warhorse cheerleaders are joining the LSUA Generals cheerleaders for a little demonstration here at halftime. And I'm joined courtside by Lady Generals head coach Billy Perkins. You gave us a nail biter, Coach. I don't like it being that close, especially when we have as good a lead as we had at the half, 38-23. We gave them, was it a 22-6 run in the third period?
Yeah, it seems like we kind of slow down on our court every now and then. But I'm very proud of us executing and finding a way to win.
Fought back, did they, as well, and the final score 64-59. A conclusive victory against a team that played with a lot of spirit here tonight. And even though it looked like they were down significantly, boy, this is loud here, isn't it? This is great. It looked like they were down significantly. They fought back, and you made the adjustments that needed to be made. I was making the comment because you had said to me last time, I asked you, who talks during the huddles? You said, well, it kind of depends. If it's defense, assistant coach Celeste is talking. I saw you down there seated, drawing it out, and whatever you drew worked.
I was just, it wasn't that I drew anything special. It's just a matter of them seeing what we were trying to see on the offensive end. But I know between the third and fourth quarter, I needed to let the officials understand what we were doing because they were not calling fouls and kind of took us out of rhythm. So Celeste took over in the timeout, and it's just one of those things that the game plan for today was kind of a blessing in disguise because we both kind of woke up thinking, hey, we need to bring 2 groups in at a time and kind of watch what we're doing. And I couldn't be more proud of Celeste and what she's done.
Well, if I recall, I think there was only 1 team foul on Olu in the first half. They weren't calling much at all. And in the second half, we started calling a few more. You made a big change starting Reese Stevens in tonight's contest.
Yeah, we decided to go with platoon and get our starters going early, and Reese came in and did a good job. But that second bunch, man, they came in and did a good job too. And so our second bunch was going to press them a little bit. So we've gotten a little late in the season, and so our legs aren't really completely there. And so we brought in that second bunch to press, and I thought they did an excellent job pressing. They got 2 30-second shot clock violations, and I'm just so proud of the whole team. It was such a good effort for both ends. It didn't go well in the fourth quarter like we wanted to, but I'm just proud of how they did.
Coach DeMario Jackson comes during the second half of the women's game to interview because during the halftime, he needs to be with his guys prepping. So that second 30-second violation was while he was here, and he was impressed with that. You don't see that a whole lot.
Yeah, I've learned so much just watching his guys and practice and stuff, and he's highly motivated to have his guys be ready and stuff and focused. And I appreciate his support on what we do, but I'm very proud of those 30-second, and that doesn't happen often, but to have it twice in one game by the same group, and they did it each time they came in, so I'm very proud of that defensive and that defensive end, and defense won it for us today.
So what makes the difference that you would put Reese on their first squad? Is it the pressing that you get from her on defense, or What elevated her to get to move up to that start?
It wasn't. It wasn't. I mean, we could have put Reese in the first group, or could have put Reese in the second group. But Alexis Dyer does a good job on top of the ball, and so that's one of the moves we did is put Alexis on the ball. So Reese had come over. We have Jewel on the team that's playing on top of the ball if we needed a press, so we could bumped her up there. But we did it. Alexis did a good job, but we have Kelly and Anaya that did a fabulous job protecting the middle, and then we had Addison just running back and forth, just doing their things. And so it's actually a really good combination, and we didn't install that until this morning because we slept on it all night yesterday, and then we woke up this morning and said, let's do it. And then we went through practice, or then we go in the morning and like, oh man, are we really want to do? We're watching film in my office. I'm like, are we really want to do this? And I'm nervous, she's nervous, and then we get to practice, and man, they were just like in sync, and I'm just so proud of that group on how they handled their minutes, and really, I like to see how many turnovers they had and stuff like that because I think they were very limited.
Well, I'm sitting here calling the game, and you're bringing in, as you said, platoons. It's different for me than seeing one or two at a time. And I noticed, I don't remember where we were up 6-something when you made your first switch. Platoon B outscored Platoon A or whatever. They actually, when they came in, they scored more points in their time. And so the depth of this bench and the versatility to switch around, Anaya Roundtree got more minutes tonight, more points than we've seen in a long time.
Oh, yeah, no, and I mean, you could talk about everybody on the team and how they came in and did a good job. And our bench was fabulous. They were loud. It's unfortunate we get a couple girls in because it got close. But I'm just proud of them. I mean, I'm just proud of the whole group because when you're starting and you get taken out just because we're trying to platoon, sometimes that doesn't go well.
Right.
And just by morale or trying to get into rhythm. So I'm proud of our first group to staying engaged in the game and being loud and chanting stuff during the game, during the timeouts, and just to kind of keep them engaged in the game. So when they went back in, they did a good job. That first quarter, they did a good job. I think we subbed at like the 6:30 mark, and then the other group went till about 2 minutes left. And we finished with the starters, and then the starters came back in the second quarter, and then we brought them back in at the 7-minute mark. And it was just it was just kind of just beautiful to see how that team just kind of kept that momentum going.
So were you making those subs based on time or based on elements of the game?
Yeah, so we were gonna sub just because at a time mark, regardless if we were up, down, or down, whatever, we were making that sub just to see if we could get a different and it worked. It worked. And I think I've been thinking about this since the game. We should have probably done it in the fourth quarter, maybe at the beginning, just to kind of give it a little shot. But we just kind of went with our gut and didn't do it. So, but they were playing a good job, and I'm very proud of the whole team, 1 through 14.
Well, you outscored them in the fourth quarter, 19-15 or something like that.
Yep.
So, it may get in their heads too when you bring in a whole substitution, a whole slate. The opponent's like, what? That's not what I'm prepared for.
They were tired. I mean, they were tired. Their 22 was tired. Their 32 was tired. 21 was tired. One didn't play much in the second quarter, and so she was a little bit more fresh. But their 3 was tired, and so it was just one of those things that I think it worked. I mean, I'm proud of Celeste really executing that defensive position. Stand for us.
Well, Coach, everybody's tired. I mean, You guys played. Did you say it was 6 games in 9 days or something like that?
It's like five or 6 games in 9 days. I mean, it's been a long time. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. So we're ready for a break, but we got one more game to go. So
Saturday, a home game, and then next week we have the LSU Shreveport game as to wrap up the season. Not too far of a trip, which is good. Then we'll come back February 28th, March 1st, March 2nd for the RAC. Yep. You guys are sitting in 3rd position right now comfortably. Can you move to 2nd? Or
no, we've lost. That North American game kind of really got us because it gave us we lost there, and then we went to San Antonio and lost also. So we got 4 losses right now, or maybe 5 conference losses. But really right now we're just trying to keep momentum going, getting in ready for the tournament. But there's no way we can move up.
So Louisiana Christian on the bubble at 8th position right now. And if it was ending right now, we would play a Southwest. It looks like in the first round of the conference. Feel good about that.
Yeah, that 6th place is pretty tricky. It's it's gonna be a dogfight for that 6th place because, and honestly, we don't care who we play, but we got an eye on a couple teams that we really like to play because we're just playing some good basketball, and yeah, we'll see how it turns out.
Well, tremendous to watch the girls and their entire team effort tonight. I enjoyed seeing Blair Smith out there during the announcements.
Yep.
And I don't recall seeing her out there on the national anthem before. Maybe she was, but I missed that. And nice to see her sitting beside you on the bench. I loved interviewing her the other night. You guys are wearing pink tonight. You and your assistant coach. I saw some of the girls with pink shoelaces and pink. One of the referees had a pink wristband.
Yep.
Tonight was the pink out night. I don't know if we just maybe didn't announce it well enough because I would have loved to have seen more people bring it out. It was on the schedule though, and people could have seen that. Tell us why the pink, Coach.
Breast cancer is one of those things that it affects a lot of families in the world, and so and some of my players have gone through that, whether it's a mother or aunt or grandmother or something like that, and it happened. I mean, it's going on with my wife's family too, and so it's one of those things that I could. I'm not a big pink guy, but I understand the cause and stuff like that, and so it breaks my heart to see people struggle through cancer, regardless of what kind it is. But and that awareness, just to help people go get checked and in those things, to be able to really just be prepared for when it comes and be able to maybe catch it early as well. Right. So it's just an awareness. Dana's mom had it, and so it's very special to her. And anytime we go into pink, it's tough for her when she plays. And so it's just a recognition of those people that have fought for it. And we do have some pink uniforms to go with it, but we decided not to wear them tonight just to kind of stay in routine. And you never want to just get thrown off a routine. So, but no, I'm it's just an awareness just to make sure that. People that have fought, or people have have lost loved ones, to know that we still care about them and that we support and help them in their it's a tough time every year.
Well, thank you for that. My family has also been touched by that, so it means a lot. Speaking of routine, Olu did not warm up at halftime, and they literally came out late after the buzzer had sounded. And whatever adjustment they made helped them in the third period. Obviously, it wasn't enough overall. Why does the team do that?
It's a shame that, we're ready to go, buzzer's out, and that they let them come walk in. It should be a handoff. It should be a change of possessions if they don't hurry up and get out there. So, but that first possession of the halftime, we decided to go in one press. We decided to press them. And if we would have got that steal, that probably would have changed the whole dynamics of the game. But instead, they reversed it, and we missed the steal. And we were kind of out of position because of the different lineup. But I'm just very proud of we went down. I think they tied it up. No, we went down 6 in the fourth quarter.
That's right.
And for us to come down and execute and win, I'm very proud of them. So
honoring the seniors on Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
That's a big day. And Coach Jackson challenged people. I know you will too. We need to fill this place up Saturday to honor these seniors. These girls mean a lot to you.
Yeah, I have a good group of seniors, but I'm going to kind of talk about his seniors. He's got some amazing dudes and guys, men on his team, and they need their support too. And Coach Jackson, how many times in your life do you get to see the #1 team in the nation play in front of you live? And these guys are amazing. We'll probably have the Player of the Year nationwide on our team. So I would encourage, and I challenge everybody to get out here, not only watch the guys, but come out and watch our girls, because the seniors I have been through good times and bad times at LSUA. And so this is I don't know how many other 20 win seasons that other teams have had in LSUA, but these seniors have had back-to-back 20 win seasons, and so I'm very proud of them. And this is just such a family-oriented campus that if you come support, let's support both of them. But man, the #1 team in the nation, you can't, you need to come watch them because they're phenomenal.
Absolutely. Well, Coach Billy Perkins, thank you so much for
always
always being so generous with your time. We appreciate that very much. We'll let him get back to the rest of what's going on. We will have the second half of this contest coming up one day I may get you to stick around and just help me do some color, for the fun of it. But appreciate you very much for sticking around and chatting.
Yeah, well, I would love to try to do some commentary. You never know what's going to happen after I retire. If I don't know how. I mean, I can give you play-by-plays. I've never done it. Let's try it maybe on Saturday a little bit. I'll try to get over here a little bit earlier.
That would be fun.
All
Coach
right.
Billy Perkins, thank you so much. And we are 30 seconds away from the start of the second half. Looking forward to this contest. Your LSUA Generals up 54-29. That's a pretty big lead. Pretty big lead. Can I do the math? Let's see. That's 25 points. I'm checking my co-director over here. Look, he's pulling the calculator out. You can do that. Look, he's going to ask Siri. That's 25 points. Trust me, that's 25 points. Old school. Look at there. Even Siri agrees with me. So 54-29, the buzzer has sounded. It's time for us to get started with the second half. And we're ready to get started with this contest. I tell you what, Coach Marcus Thompson of Olu, I'm sure, is trying to figure out what to do to make a counter. His assistant coaches, B.J. Alzaid, Eric Lewing, and Fred Parker. Olu has been a good team through the years, but they ran into what is the buzzsaw of the Generals here tonight at the Fort. Second half, going back with the original starting lineup, Olu has the ball to kick off the second half. Gill comes over top side, going to feed it over to Law, back to Gill. Gill puts up the three, and that's good. So Rob Gill gets his points on the board to start the second half, and Gill, with those points, has 5 on the evening. LSUA first offensive possession of the second half. Outside, Howard with the ball. Now thought about feeding it inside. Almost has it stripped. Rob Gill fighting him for it. And a kick ball, as unfortunately Isaiah Howard lost the ball and fighting for it, reached over and got his foot on it. So that's going to be a kick ball possession to Olu. Don't get cocky, Nathan. Don't brag about that 25-point lead. 54-32 now the score. And Gill, who made the three just a moment ago, still has the ball. He's got Jakeem and Abney on him. He's going to go into the paint and stop. He's got to find some help to get it to. Gets it outside to Rand. Lonzo Rand with the ball here outside. 2 points for him tonight. He feeds it down inside, and going to be a rebound by Braden Thompson. As the layup unable to be converted. 3-point from the right-hand side. That's good. E.J. McQuillan. And the timeout called quickly by Coach DeMario Jackson of LSUA. And I just love the way he thinks. He's like, he's going to maintain the passion, maintain the emotion, and called a little 30-second timeout just to get his guys together. I remember hearing Coach Billy Perkins tell me that in that loss the other night, went to the locker room with 3 unused timeouts. He said, that's just bad coaching on my part. I just appreciate his honesty in the way that he owns and just takes such good leadership, no blaming, and always going to make the adjustments needed. And that's what they did here in this first half of the doubleheader. LSUA with a comfortable lead only has the one tray here in the first half. Each team has one tray apiece. So each team is going up by 3. That means the lead is still a 25-point lead, 57-32. Olu with the ball, bouncing it down inside. Turnaround jumper, fadeaway, will not go. Cashing at with those long arms, just comes up with that rebound somehow. Between the leg dribble, stops, puts up the 3. It's going to be back, not good enough, but Braden Thompson loses the ball out of bounds. Almost came up with the rebound. Cashy off just a hair with that 3-point attempt. Rob Gill brings the ball across midcourt. Got E.J. McQuillan on him. Back up top they come. Powell now near side to Gill. He hit that tray a while ago. He stopped, thought about it, and he's going to go into the paint. And he's going to bounce past it underneath, and Cashy Nat's going to get the steal. Now they come back to Abney, who lays it in off the glass. Abney with the feed from Isaiah Howard makes it 59-32. Gill goes up for the 3. and he knocked it down. Nice job, Rob Gill, who's hit 2 trays here in the second half, giving him 8 points. LSUA decides to answer with a 3 attempt. Would not fall for Jakeem Abney. Between the leg dribble and losing the ball with a foul against LSUA. Foul's going to be on Abney, number 10. So that's his first and the first personal or first team foul of the second half. 17:20 to go in this contest. The number 1 team in the nation, the LSUA Generals, all but 5 first place votes went to them in the coaches poll. Powell takes the ball to the hoop, gets his own rebound and tries to put it back, misses it, but a foul committed under the goal, and that's going to be Cashy Nat picking up his second. So Cashy with 2, TJ James with 2, EJ McQuillan with 2, 1 apiece for Isaiah Howard, Jakeeman Abney, Jason Perry, Jordan DeQueer, and Kiri Haynes. Breon Powell will shoot 2 at the line with the clock stopped at 17:07. He got the first one. So that gives Powell 10 points on the night. I believe that's the first Saint player to get into the double digits. He misses the second shot, though, so he remains at 10. Cashy loses the handle briefly, gets it back over to Howard. Now they go to McQuillan. Pressing going on. Howard with it. Goes baseline underneath the Jakeeman Abney. Off the glass is good. 12 points for Jakeeman tonight. Off the bench. Nicely done. Rob Gill does it again by himself. Off the glass. Will not go. Jakeeman gets the rebound. Clears out. Has Rob Gill fighting him as he brings across the court. Ball goes back to Isaiah Howard. Back now to Cashy Nat. Cashy hands off to Isaiah or right-hand side. Down they go. Jakeeman way outside. Braden trying to post up. Coming near side. EJ back to Isaiah. Puts up the 3. It's going to be off to the left. Long rebound goes out to Olu. 16:07 and a defensive foul. Oh no, Cashy gets called. He thought he had his feet set, but he's going to get called with number 3. Cashy really thought he had his feet set to draw the charge, and now he's playing with 3 fouls. Cashy with 14 points on the evening. Man was on track to, he had a second half like his first half. He'd have another 20-plus point game, but now he's going to go to the bench with those 3 fouls, and we don't know how long he'll be seated there, as Jordan DeQueer will check in for him. 16:06. Second shot is good. 61-37. First shot was missed by Lonzo Rand, but the second shot is good. Braden now gets it down for the nice lay-in off the glass underneath for Jordan DeQueer. Assist to Braden Thompson, 63-37. And a steal for LSUA. Jordan DeQueer gets it. He's going to hand it off to Isaiah Howard. Bounce pass near side to Abney. Now EJ for 3. It's good. 66-37. 29-point lead. I'm struggling with my math. Y'all better double check me on that. Shot up and good for Lonzo Rand. Gives him 5 points on the evening. Makes it a 27-point lead. 15:08 to go. Isaiah Howard. Going to come near side. Another tray is short, but Braden got the rebound. And the layup. Braden Thompson, the rebound offensively and the putback is good. 3-point attempt put up and good by Rob Gill, who didn't shoot anything in the first half. In the second half, he's got 11 points. 68-42. They will trade threes for twos. E.J. McQuillan, top of the key, gives it off to Abney, now to Braden. Back to Abney. Coming near side. Now they run around the left-hand corner, and a travel call. You'll see that sometimes as Jordan DeQueer took too many steps on the receipt of the pass. He looks at the bench with a puzzled look on his face, and that's a call that we sometimes see on those kinds of passes when you take off running before the ball is established possession, or as the ball establishes possession, take too many steps. 14-18 to go. 68-42 the score, 26-point lead for your Generals, our Generals, and a foul before the shot. It could be on Nicholas Kegler. Let's see. Yes, so Nicholas Kegler gets his first personal, and Braden Thompson will go to the bench. Caleb Pouncey will come in for him. Abney at the bench, as Kegler had just come in for Abney, and then Kegler committed that foul right away. 14:08, 19 on the shot clock. 68-42 the lead. Olu to inbound. They do get it into Rob Gill. Now they come over to Law. Law has to go behind the back, goes into the paint, stops from about 8 feet out. He's fouled in the process of shooting, so he'll get to shoot two. And the foul, the second personal on Nicholas Kegler, back to back, as Kegler commits the second there, and that will send to the line Trey Law to shoot. Unsuccessful on his first one. Trey Law 1 of 5 from the field, and 1 of 3 from or 1 of 4 now from the free throw line. He got that one though, so makes him 2 of 5. 68-43, 25-point lead. Far side going up and putting it off the glass. Mwah, nothing but beauty there. Nicholas Kegler kisses it in for a 70-43 lead. Fighting for it. A shove, no call. Off the glass is good for Trey Law. Very aggressive on the offense. Has a man going to the hole. It would not fall for Caleb Pouncey. Would have been a nice assist. Here's Rob Gill for a 3. No call and a foul away from the basket. They're going to say Nicholas Kegler, I believe, drew number 3. Let's take a look. Yep, Nicholas Kegler has drawn number 3, and he's frustrated. He was far away from the play trying to box out and gets called for the foul. So T.J. James with 2 will come in for Nicholas Kegler with 3. 6th team foul. No team fouls yet. Steal for LSUA. Isaiah Howard gets it and puts too much on the layup. Back the other way for the Saints. Number 5 with it. He's going to put it off the glass. Will not go. Fighting for it. 0 with the putback. He cannot get it to go, but a foul in that process. Lots of bodies crashing. So Caleb Pouncey draws his first personal and the 7th team foul. Again, interesting to note, not one team foul committed in the second half by Olu. They only committed 3 in the first half. So defensively, they're playing good ball. Offensively, not so much. Brian Powell leaves that one short, the first of 2. Bright spots tonight for Olu. Rob Gill and Breon Powell, 11 and 10 points respectively. LSUA has 3 players in double digits as the second shot is missed. Powell missed both of them. And we finally have the first foul called against Olu as Trey Law draws his first personal. Pouncey with the ball, puts it on the ground. Now underneath, this shot from the left-hand side would not go for EJ. Missed it short. Back the other way. Elliott with the ball. Goes around a little screen, now goes in the paint, kicks it out for three on the right-hand side. It will not go, and the rebound is there for T.J. James. E.J. McQuillan with the ball way outside. 12:24 to go in the second half. 70-45, the 25-point lead with a lot of time left. And losing the handle, but there's going to be a foul that caused the loss of the handle. Is that 20? Yeah, Joaquil Lopez gets his first personal. Olu only had 3 team fouls in the first half. They've now committed 2 team fouls quickly here in the second half after playing about 10 minutes without any fouls committed whatsoever. LSUA to inbound, trying to get it inside. They do. Got it into Jason Perry the second. Interesting, Jordan DeQueer gets called for his second personal. Offensive foul as they're saying he pushed off with an elbow. 12:15 to go, 25-point lead, 70-45. Generals in a comfortable lead. The number 1 team in the nation, of course, the number 1 team in the Red River Athletic Conference, and the only team, or the first team, as DeQueer gets the steal. Jordan got the steal going the other way, and he gets fouled, but the only team, or as of Tuesday night, the first team in the nation to qualify for post-season play. They've got the automatic bid to the NAIA berth, and the second foul has just been committed by Xavier Purnell, only player with 2 for Olu. LSUA gets the ball in to Pouncey. Pouncey comes near side to Perry. And Perry, like a statue, stands there as he watches the ball drain the net. Jason Perry, the second, knocks down the 3, giving LSUA the 28-point lead. Lopez with the ball now thinks about the paint, picks it up, gives it out to 12 for the 3. It's going to be short. LSUA has the rebound. Xavier Smith trying to go to Pouncey for the slam. Too much on it. Had it over his head. Pouncey in the air at the right time, but just too much on that one from Xavier. Xavier playing good defense on the point guard as he's manned up against Devontae Durst. And Xavier gets called for his first personal. 9th team foul. That means we'll be shooting the double bonus here shortly as Xavier stops to tie his shoes. To the line to shoot will be Devontae Durst, shooting 1 and 1. He got the first one. So Durst knocked the first free throw down. 1 shot left. He got them both. No discussion needed about how to rebound as he drained them both. LSUA will inbound. T.J. James will set to inbound, and a foul instantly as Xavier Smith was on the receiving end of the pass, and I don't know if that was Durst that got the foul. So Durst did get called for his first personal. 4th team foul. Here comes underneath, will not go. Trying to get the shot put back for T.J. James, can't go, and then we have a foul. No, we have a step on the line. LSUA stepped on the line, and so Purnell will inbound to Durst for Olu. And a travel, thank you very much. We saw it too. Too many steps for Joaquil Lopez, and there's the turnover that they did not want. trailing by 26, 73-47, 10:56 to go. LSUA Jordan DeQueer will inbound. Only has Xavier Smith back to receive it, so Xavier's got to get open. And he does. Xavier has Durst on him. Durst, who just picked up his first personal foul. Getting across the timeline with plenty of time. Xavier hands the ball off to Pouncey. Now far side they go over to TJ James. James doing some direction. Trying to move folks around. Thinking about the three, under 10 seconds. Here's the three, it will not go, and it's kicked out to Durst for the rebound. Almost stolen and a foul in the process. Reaching in, committing the foul. LSUA's number 13, I think they'll say. Jason Perry will get his second personal. So we got a lot of players with multiple fouls, 2 each with 3. Cashy Nat and Nicholas Kegler, both of whom who are on the bench. And then a few with 2, E.J. McQuillan, Jason Perry the second, and Jordan DeQueer and T.J. James. Braden Thompson's going to come in for Caleb Pouncey. First shot was made by Durst. Second shot also made. So Durst, dependable Durst from the free throw line. Xavier Smith with the ball, and then they're going to get it back over to Jason Perry. There's a foul on number 3, Trey Law. That'll be his second. So Trey Law picks up his second, only 2 with 2 on Olu. Man, I could be a poet if I knew it. LSUA moving the ball around. TJ James, far side, working it over to Jason Perry, ball into the backcourt, and a turnover. Subs being called. Kyrie Haynes is going to come in for Xavier Smith. That's going to put Haynes on Durst. Durst listed at 5'11", Haynes at 5'7", so a 4-inch advantage there. Haynes so quick, though. Hopefully his quickness will offset the height differential. Purnell loses the ball. Nice block, gets his own ball back. Goes up and misses it. He gets his own rebound and puts it back again. Well, that one fell. Actually, Trey Law, I think, got that point. 73-51. Braden thought about the slam. Instead, the three-point is good for Jason Perry. Timeout called on LSUA. 76-51. We'll take the timeout as well. Back after this quick timeout on the Generals Media Network. All right. So I just noticed something. I think there's some twins on the cheerleaders. I didn't know that till just now because I've seen this one girl. I'm like, man, I see her everywhere. Well, the reason I see her everywhere because there's 2 of them. They look just alike. LSUA cheerleaders doing a great job tonight. They had the Peabody Magnet High School Warhorse cheerleaders in the house a little bit earlier, and they did a tremendous routine. Peabody Magnet Warhorses headed to the playoffs under Hall of Fame coach Charles Smith. I cannot tell you how many years they've been to the playoffs, but it's like a second home for the Warhorses, and great to have the cheerleaders here tonight doing a phenomenal routine. 9:43 to go in the contest. LSUA up 25 points, 76-51. But you do have a couple of foul situations you want to watch out for, so we'll be talking about those in a moment. Durst with the ball for Olu, spin move. He's going to kick it out far side, thinking about the three, then going baseline. Perry gets the block, or TJ James got the block, and Braden Thompson gets fouled. And I guess they're thinking maybe he can't shoot. But Kenyon Elliott picks up his first personal. And the next shot will put us into a bonus 1-and-1 situation, as that was the 6th team foul. Cashy Nat back in the game. Get some more points, Cashy. Bounce to Kyrie Haynes. Stops back to Cashy. They're looking far side, seeing about Jordan DeQueer, but Cashy holds the ball instead. He moves over to the right. He's going to back himself in, and he's going to be fouled. He is fouled by Durst, number 5, or by Kenyon Elliott, sorry, number 5. Durst is 15, 5 is Elliott. That will send Cashy Nat to the line to shoot 1-and-1. Uncharacteristic miss, but Braden with the putback and fighting for it. Perry underneath comes down with it. TJ James comes down with it. Kyrie Haynes now shoots from the free throw line. Will not go. Cashy Nat with the rebound. Has the ball knocked out of bounds by Rob Gill from behind. But several offensive opportunities there for LSUA, unable to capitalize on them yet, but still have the ball. Bounce pass to Braden, and he just slams it home. 78-51. 27-point lead. Rob Gill. And a foul on Kyrie. Yep. So they call Kyrie Haynes. That's his second to the line. Will go Kenyon Elliott. Shooting 2. And LSUA is going to bring Isaiah Howard and Jakeeman Abney for Kyrie Haynes and TJ James. Got some good points. Oh my goodness, as TJ James is going out, he gave the referee a high five because the referee was explaining something. His hand was there. Why not give it to him? That was funny. 8:40 to go. Elliott made both of his free throws, so brings it back to a 25-point game, 78-53. Cashy with the ball, and he's going to get it across midcourt. DeQueer with it. He's going to try to go for the layup, and instead is fouled. Is that Celestine? Yeah, Arthur Celestine picks up his second. Celestine, one of the taller players at 6'7". They have a 6'10" player, Wakil Lopez, the two tallest players. LSU's tallest player, I think, is 6'8", Braden Thompson. Referees call for a little consultation. Just want to make sure it was a 1-and-1. Cashy is going to be subbed out. Kyrie Haynes, TJ James, Jakeeman have subbed out. Abney and Howard are in. McQuillan comes in for Cashy. First shot, good. Jordan DeQueer. It was a 1-and-1. Not sure why they, for some reason, Olu thought they could inbound the ball, but it was a 1-and-1, so he'll shoot another. 79-53. 26-point game. Make it 27. 80-53. Is Abney, 12 points. DeQueer with 10 points. A lot of players with lots of points. I'll give you some stats about that in a minute. Holding the ball, Trey Law. Outside, has to kick it over to Powell. And a foul, they're going to say, on Jakeeman Abney. He was way down away from the ball. So Celestine goes to the line. Some of the fans are upset with all the foul calls. They're like, the game's over, just let them finish it out. Celestine misses the first of a two-shot opportunity. He misses them both. Rebound controlled by DeQueer for LSUA. DeQueer now with the ball coming back this way. They're going to move it around to Howard. Isaiah outside tries to pass it down to E.J. McQuillan, and there's a whistle. Lonzo Rand gets his first personal. 9th team foul, but nobody really in foul trouble at all for Olu. Nobody with more than 2 apiece. LSUA has 2 players with 3 apiece, Kegler and Nash. First end of the 1-and-1 is good for E.J. McQuillan. Making it a 28-point game as Braden Thompson comes back to play defense. Second shot on the way for E.J. Showing that practice at the free throw line pays off. He got them both. Rob Gill is going to come down. Olu with the ball now. Rand goes into the paint. He's going to go and get blocked by Braden Thompson. I mean, he went up and Braden just slammed the ball down to the ground. Isaiah Howard with it. He's going to pull back out. He thought about going paint. Now he's just going to run clock. Gets it over to E.J. McQuillan. Back to Abney. Braden way outside. Back to Abney, who thinks about the three and push to the ground. No foul. You don't have to call fouls. Far side for three. Knock him down. Isaiah Howard. And now a 32-point game. And a turnover as Olu lost the ball out of bounds. 85-53. Braden Thompson, big game. Jason Perry is checking in. We're going to see Jordan DeQueer go out, Braden Thompson go out. Abney is in. E.J. McQuillan is in. Isaiah Howard is in. Keon Jawar checked in. E.J. with the ball. He's going to hand off to Abney, then to Keon. Jawar back to Keon. And from outside the free throw line, E.J. McQuillan knocks it down. So a lot of players in the scorebook, 87-53. Olu does have a nice little look underneath, connected by Trey Law with a left-handed layup. So that's a nice one for them. Makes it a 32-point game, 87-55 with 6.5 to go in the game. McQuillan gets it over to Abney. Now Jawar. Now here's a three. Oh, in and out. Will not go for E.J. McQuillan. Smile on his face. He liked the look, just didn't go. Rob Gill goes for three. He knocks it down. So Rob Gill has been the highlight for the Saints, giving him 14 points. He is 4 of 5 from beyond the arc, 5 of 9 overall, but he needs to shoot more three-pointers. A steal underneath for Olu. 2 shots missed, and then LSUA gets the rebound. Wow. Double teamed in the backcourt. And a steal back the other way. LSUA is going to get called with the foul. The double team worked for Olu. Foul is on Howard, I think. Yeah, Isaiah Howard gets called for his second personal. And so that's going to send Trey Law to the line to shoot 2. And Trey Law from the free throw line is 2 of 5 for the night. I shouldn't have said anything because he made that one. Makes him 3 of 6. He was 1 of 4 at one point. Then he went to 2 of 5, and now he's 3 of 6. So he's made 3 in a row. Oh, good. See, my jinx worked. 3 of 7 from the free throw line. Will LSU break the century mark? Down inside they go, kicking it outside. LSUA not trying to score, you can tell, just run clock, 14 on the shot clock. Isaiah Howard way outside, has a pick set for him. Jason Perry now puts up the three, will not go. Rebound LSUA, thinking about the putback for Keon Jawar, instead lost out of bounds. Trying to get it up to Jason Perry the second. Cashy Nat checks back into the game. He's got 14 points on the evening, 6 rebounds. He loves those rebounds. Only Braden Thompson has more with 12. Rob Gill for three. I'm telling you, he is their secret weapon. Rob Gill, 5 of 6 from beyond the arc. 17 points for him tonight. Cashy Nat way outside, being guarded by Powell. Getting it over instead to McQuillan. Picks up the dribble, goes far side to EJ. Check that Isaiah Howard, rebound controlled by Jason Perry. And fresh shot clock for LSUA. Isaiah Howard goes over to EJ. To Cashy, 9 on the shot clock. Far side putting up the three. There it is. E.J. McQuillan, 21 points on the night. Timeout for us. We'll take it 90-62. The score with 4 minutes and 10 to go. Back with more on the General Sports Network.
LSUA is the fastest growing college in the state, with the lowest tuition, a diverse student body, and a safe campus. Plan a visit today.
Welcome back to the fort, where the Generals have put on an exhibition here tonight, leading 90-62, a 28-point lead. They've led by 30. Can you believe that? Tremendous offensive showing tonight. 21 points for E.J. McQuillan, 14 for Cashy Nat, 12 for Jakeem and Abney, and 10 for Jordan DeQueer. 4 players in double digits. The other side has had some decent showing, with Rob Gill getting 17, 2 players, Law and Elliott with 11 apiece, and Breon Powell with 10. But as you keep going down the scoreboard, LSUA has, just so many players who have scored, spreading it around. Great consistent play, adding to those 90 points. 10 players with points for LSUA. LSUA now putting on the press. Rob Gill will break that, it seems like. Gets across the timeline as he has Isaiah Howard on him. Howard playing tight, picks up his dribble, goes far side. Going baseline, picks up the dribble. Durst comes back up left side for three. Will not go. Cashy Nat gets another rebound. Should be 7 for him. Couple more, and look at a double-double. Just running clock. Cashy thinks about the points. Kinstead kicks it out to Isaiah Howard. Cashy, doesn't need to rebound that one from Isaiah Howard. 92-62. That makes the easy math, 30-point lead over the number 3 team in the conference. Underneath, they're going to go off the glass, and it will not fall. Cashy Nat gets his 8th rebound. And the slam, thank you very much, for E.J. McQuillan, 23 points. Foul on Isaiah Howard, I believe. So that's going to send Rob Gill to the line. Rob Gill has really had a great night tonight. 6 of 10 overall, but 5 of 6 from three-point land. This will be his first free throws of the evening. 17 points because of those 5 free throws. E.J. McQuillan with 23 points. You love that. Gill gets his first one to go. And a bunch of subs being made for LSUA, and it's going to take me a minute to catch up with who's on the floor. Love that E.J. McQuillan dunk down there the other way. All right, we got Bryce Jorney on the floor. We've got Jace Tolliver on the floor. We've got T.J. James on the floor. We got Kyrie Haynes on the floor. And give me a second, and I'll tell you who else is on the floor. Caleb Pouncey, as the second shot is good. So Cashy Nat will not have the opportunity, it looks like, to get the double-double with the rebounds and the points, because he's now on the bench with 3 minutes to go and a 30-point lead, 94-64. Kyrie Haynes brings the ball up, gives it over near side to T.J. James. Now they come over to Pouncey. Pouncey back to Bryce Jorney. Jorney hands it off to Jace Tolliver. And a lost pass. Olu comes up with it. Durst gets it, kicks it out to 15. No looking up top to 4. Near side Durst goes into the paint. I thought he walked, no call, but give him the points for Kenyon Elliott. 94-66. 2:20 to go. Kyrie Haynes gets it over to Jorney. Coming up top side, T.J. James, left-hand side, gave him open to Jace Tolliver, shoots, he gets it. 96-66 with 2:02 to go. Wide open underneath the basket, trying to spin, but could not get the shot off in time or effectively. And now a foul as Breon Powell will go to the free throw line. Fouled by Pouncey, perhaps. Yeah, Caleb Pouncey gets number 2. And so at the line will be Breon Powell shooting 2. Gets the first one to go. 11 points for Powell tonight. And stays at 11 because he misses the second one. Bryce Jorney gets the rebound. Minute 45 to go. Kyrie Haynes comes across the center court line. He's got Durst on him. Gets a little separation there as he keeps the ball bouncing. Certainly just running clock at this point. LSUA not trying to add insult to injury. Between the leg dribble. And a white foul? Are you kidding me? T.J. James gets his third personal. So no opportunity to score there, but a lot of clock run. Minute 20 to go. 29-point game. Olu trying to get some pride as a three-point attempt is put up and just in and out of the basket. LSUA gets the rebound. Kyrie will be fouled. So he went for the layup, and Elliott went for the block. Elliott gets the foul, his third. The only player who really committed a foul. I mean, the only player with 3, I should say. So Kyrie Haynes will shoot 2 at the line with 1:03 left to go. You imagine the pressure, everybody looking at you in a moment like this? At least the game's not on the line, right? Kyrie showing he's practiced that shot a time or two, gives LSUA the 30-point lead again, 97-67. One more shot is the indication. He knocked them both down, nothing but net each time, so 98-67. One more basket, LSUA will eclipse the century mark, but with 57 seconds on the game, don't know that they would even attempt it. Foul, you're kidding me. Oh. Jace Tolliver gets his first foul of the contest. And to the line will go Kenyon Elliott, number 5. With 13 points, make it 14 points. He is the second leading scorer. $14 points. 51 seconds to go. Got to get at least a shot off because the 20 seconds between the game clock and the play clock. Kyrie Haynes takes the ball. Puts up a 3. Oh, he missed it badly. But rebound LSUA. And the layup is there for TJ James, and LSUA has 100 points. Losing the handle briefly and then getting it back is Breon Powell. Makes it back to a 29-point game. Kyrie Haynes looking at the alley-oop for TJ James, too much on it. Back the other way. Keon Elliott gets 2 more. And all LSU has to do is just bounce the ball. Ladies and gentlemen, your happy final from the fort, 100 points. 100 points to 73. A good second half for Olu, but not enough to overcome a 54-29 deficit at the first half. LSUA wins by 27 points, have led by over 30. Tremendous victory here tonight. Don't forget Saturday, 1 o'clock the girls game, 3 o'clock the boys play, the men play. We've got homecoming, we've got senior day, and the final home game for both of your teams will be here Saturday, the number 1 team in the nation. In the nation. How many times you get to say that or see that? Come out Saturday afternoon at 1 and 3 for the girls and the men right here, the women and the men at the fort. 173 points tonight, but 100 of them by LSUA. The first half of our doubleheader final was 64-59. Both teams victorious tonight. Let's see if we can do it again Saturday. Come on out and make your presence known here at the fort for the LSUA General.